Alright, well now what? I guess I'll do these ones now. Yeah, so I do still have to do them. And there isn't a closer place to fast travel to. Well, I don't know which of the two I just selected. Rowdy Raiders, speak to Turgvi. Uh-oh. Hey look, iron! Doink, I'll take that. Sounds good to me. Oh, what's some other stuff that's been going on here? Just took a ton of damage, like 50% of his health. What, at the end there with that battle? I wasn't paying enough attention. I was paying more attention to, like, him right in front of me, making sure he was still on fire. Because I didn't notice the health. And some interesting news for stuff today. There was a heritage festival that I haven't been to in a long time going on this weekend. And I went today because my Taekwondo school was doing a demonstration over in the Korea section. So I went to the heritage festival with my mom today and got to see that and try out a few different foods from around and saw my Taekwondo, like, demo team do their demonstration there. And they were doing some really impressive stuff and they were doing it for like 40-45 minutes, something like that. So they memorized a lot of routines, which is definitely a lot to memorize there, but they did a really awesome job. And it was interesting when I saw them, like, getting ready around the back of the stage and I came around to say hi. Immediately, I have a whole bunch of students coming up to me, bowing and saying, hello, sir. You know, that's always cool, whether it's in or out of the school. And I mean, a lot of the people there would recognize me from, like, testing events and different stuff like that, and just being around the dojang a lot. So I'm sure a lot of them know me and my name and stuff like that. I don't know a lot of theirs, so I had a lot of people come up and bow to me where it's like, okay, hi, maybe you look slightly familiar. I don't actually know who you are, but hi. You know, is what was going on there. Yeah, the demo was really cool to watch there. It was raining on and off all throughout this whole day, but it was always just a light drizzle, so it wasn't too bad, at least. They had a whole bunch of different Taekwondo dojangs doing performances there, and one of them that I was watching that was doing it in the rain had to kind of tone down their demonstration a little bit since I didn't want to be slipping on the wet ground there. But yeah. Went from phase 2 immediately to phase 3 right at the start. It was because he suddenly took a huge hit somehow. Oh, so that's what happened there. Like, I wasn't entirely sure how his health just, like, suddenly got deleted there. I just saw that a whole bunch of damage was done to him, and I was like, oh, I guess it's phase 3 now. Maybe I did a whole bunch of damage in phase 1 without realizing it. Maybe it's because it's a Ubisoft game.
Too festive and too soon.
He took a huge hit from Odin himself.
And every man soaked in mead. Ugh, this has gone too far.
It was in a single hit. Odin must have stricken him down. Odin has blessed me, so I can actually get through this mission here and go to sleep yet tonight. I wasn't paying enough attention to that, I'm gonna be honest. Open map to find objective. What am I supposed to do? Find and calm the guests. Rowdy guests are around Hemsthorpe. So there's some over there, I guess. Yeah, I have been blessed by the Ubisoft glitch gods then. Because I was worried that that battle was gonna take me a while. But they decided to bless me on this night. Praise you, UB lords. Okay, this way we go. Playing a little bit too much Legend of Zelda. Why the heck are they attacking me now? Do I have to... Okay. Well, there, that's a whole bunch of them down there. There, I did the thing. This is the rowdy guest that I had to do something about? You can stay up until you need to go to the airport. That is such a bad idea.
When you sober up, steer clear of roosters.
Alright, well. There, and then...
Be my eyes, Sunan.
This way we go. Yeah, very, very bad idea. Do not exactly want to be driving sleep deprived. I'll be going to the airport at like 4-ish or something like that. 4 p.m., not 4 a.m. It's 1:20 a.m. right now. I need to make sure that I'm all rested up and ready for frag for me to super destroy my sleep there. Yeah, it definitely sounds like an amazing idea.
Fire! Save my Voda, it burns!
What is this Voda you speak of?
Why is that guy moving so fast? He's gotta be bugged.
For a yarn.
There's no way the animation is actually programmed to go that fast intentionally on that guy back there. I was not paying attention to what you were saying. I was paying attention to this guy. Like, he looks like one of those children's battery-powered toys when someone manually hooks up, like, a much stronger voltage. It makes it go a whole lot faster. Like, that is not natural. Fast drunk. Yeah, he's just a fast drunk. He got so drunk that he started moving at 3 times speed.
Nanomachine, son.
There, I cured him. Anyway, if I can get in here, that'd be great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Out, damn you! I set them on fire too! You do realize that 3 people just burned to death next to you, and you're not gonna concern yourself with that. Did it respawn in there? This is my objective now.
It was too late for your...
Oh.
as you say.
It kind of exploded in my arms.
I dragged it all the way from Roos. It is back to water ale for me, I suppose.
If you drink enough, ale is a fine fix to any problem.
Very true, very true. Join me if you desire.
Well.
What do you see?
Alright, over this way. True. What the heck is going on here? I'm supposed to go over there for Rowdy guests, but the real Rowdy guests seem to be over here. Like, chill out. It's no big deal. It's just 3 people burning to death. Like, come on, chill out.
They are going to kill him. I told him not to do it. Now he's locked up in that house with no... Come out!
Did he try drinking? What's going on here, huh? The key looks like it's in there, so I mean... Do I have to get in here to do a thing? This looks like a path that the game wants me to take. Can I not attack from here? I can do that, though. Come on, go through, dang you. Hi, how are you doing?
Oh my god!
You want to join those that burned?
The people are quite upset.
Leave me be! I did nothing wrong!
You should walk out of here on your own before you cannot walk at all.
Yes, yes, I'll walk, I'll walk. Don't hurt me, please. There's a key there. If you open the door,
What's going on with the textures on his shoulder? Also, why don't you just open the door? He's gonna dip out a different way when I do this.
Use it.
Or not? And the door closes again. Okay. Speak.
Pay for your wrongs, desecrator.
Enough.
Okay.
He needs to explain himself.
I loved Hemminger. I swear. I only want him to fly free in the kingdom of God.
So you drench his body with your filth waters?
Was it your Christian holy water?
Of course. I anointed him in the name of the Lord.
Who just went behind me? Because, did someone go into his house after it was unlocked? I just heard the door close. Someone took the opportunity to go into his house. Probably to rob him or something. That's another thing that I can bring up that happened here. We were robbed last night. Like, not in the house here, but like, somebody came into the backyard, into the gazebo area, and stole all the alcohol that was in the fridge out there, and some things that were in the gazebo. I assume that this is to the crowd
Shut
here.
your mouths,
Like,
both of you.
he meant well.
Antics have outlasted their welcome. Now go.
Oh.
Some orders.
Well, that's to everyone there. Well, that was easy. No one seems to know where they're going. Sorry, I was thirsty. You took the advice of the game and knew that alcohol is the solution to any problem there. Came and stole from here.
I've come
Whoa,
guests
the quick
as much
swivel.
as they can be in their grief.
They mourn. It is to be expected. Still, thank you.
And how do you feel, old friend?
I mourn more deeply than most, I think.
Hemminger would be proud of
What's
you.
funny is there was a lot of pop in that fridge and they left it untouched. They only took the
I
alcohol.
hope so.
This ache will pass.
My parents were telling me it was only like $20 worth of alcohol.
Yes.
But someone took the effort to
It will.
come in and steal it. Instead of just going and buying $20 worth of alcohol. didn't quite level up. I'm just a little bit short there. Are these... That's not an edible thing. It is an edible thing. There's a little bit more health. Okay, well, let's see here. I'm gonna do this one. The Adorning the Adorned. Here we go. Don't think I have anything else going on to mention. I cleaned up all the Fragapalooza dragons really well using a heat gun here recently. One of the issues I have with 3D printing a lot of the time is stringing. So like when the nozzle goes from one object to another, there's still a little bit of plastic that carries over. Then you got all these like stringy bits that are coming off of everything. Well, my cousin told me to go over them with a heat gun because then the little stringy bits melt, like, before it gets hot enough that it starts melting the body. And true enough, I went over them all with a heat gun, and now they're all, like, super clean. There's, like, no stringy bits. They're all just really quite solid dragons, and I'm really looking forward to giving them out at Frag here, and hopefully making people's day with that, and stuff like that. Helping add to their enjoyment at Fragapalooza. With some really clean dragons. I did the same for my Smash trophies, because I noticed that there was a decent bit of stringy bits between the pillars here. So I did that, and I didn't think that by pointing a heat gun at this for a decent while, this thin bit, this one thin bar, would start to droop a little bit. So on this one, and the silver one especially, it got so completely warped. This little thin strand here was like sticking way up to the side over this way. I was like, oh crap, I messed up my trophies. So I had to like take the heat gun, point it back on these things again, and very slowly like move it back into position until it was like firm and hard there. So, can't even notice. I'm pretty sure I got it back in position, but I did royally fuck up my trophies briefly with the heat gun, but I fixed it again with the heat gun, so it's fine. It seems to be firm enough here. Hopefully I didn't weaken the structural integrity. I mean, they're already pretty frail there, the way that they are. I'm gonna have to tell people, be careful taking them home and stuff. You can somewhat notice? I hope not. Either kids or habitual drinker who no longer has the money, although I don't know if you have to be 21 before you're allowed to drink law. No, most of Europe has it 16. In Canada, it's 18. Is what it is. But I remember when we went on our trip to Germany, and a lot of us were 16, the teacher was like, nope, we're going by Canada rules here. None of you are drinking on this trip. Hi, how you doing, dude?
Here, from the Raven clan.
An impressive shield.
It is good, but it needs a touch of grandeur. Something personal for your father. A sigil, I think. A mark to adorn the front. We need an artisan. Is there one in the village?
I know a man. A master.
You're not even looking at me,
craftsman in
dude.
Exile. He lives in a cave northeast of Hemthorpe. I would take you there myself, but I have.
Is his model just like facing the wrong way?
Bjorn, your father's spear. Did he not wield it at Ulkerthorpe?
He lost it some winters back on a bear hunt. He hit the beast hard, but the spear stuck and the bear fled into the forest.
And after all these winters, you hope to find it again and present it to the pyre. The odds are narrow, to say the least.
Fret not, friend. I have a nose for these things. Seek out the exile.
So
He'll see to it.
uncanny, man. Alright, go do the thing. 21 makes no sense. Imagine being able to vote but not drink. Good old US, I guess. I'm taking this horse. I don't know whose horse this is, but I'm taking it. See ya! That dude's dive. He just heard a sound behind him and knew that he had to dive out of the way. And so he dove.
That's the one!
The hell? Bushman is trying to get me. Just lead some more criminals? What, if people trying to steal alcohol to get at it? Do you think? It's not a big thing that happens in the States, is lots of people stealing alcohol. I guess it happens here in Canada too, considering we were robbed last night, but, now what you mean that leads to more criminals here? Or, let's see here. Oop, torch. Bro, we're running in here. In we go. People need to drink to not commit crimes. Otherwise, they get too bored out of their minds, and they're like, sure is boring around here. Guess I'll just go commit crime. It's illegal to drink, so by drinking you're breaking a law. Even if that's not morally wrong. I get what you mean there. Guess when I think of crime, I don't immediately think of people drinking under 21, I guess. Search for the exile. There's some loot down here. I guess I'll take that, but I mean... Why is fabric so rare in this game anyway? I genuinely wonder. America, we drill it in your head. What, to not drink before 21? Whee! As a kid, yes. Oh. And I wouldn't know what kind of stance that we have here in Canada because I would be a little bit biased on the front, thinking that alcohol is, like, super common because I come from a household where, you know, my dad makes his own beers. And as of recently, he's gotten into making his own spirits as well. But out at our lake cabin, he has, like, his whole brewing setup and makes beer from there. Is the case. So I've always grown up in a household with very readily available alcohol all the time. But I've just never had any interest in drinking. I'm sure I could have gotten into drinking and had my father pass down his skills and teach me how to make all sorts of my own beers and stuff like that, but that was just never really my thing. We have other stuff to bond over, like the whole old vehicles thingamabob. And not really much else. We don't actually have a whole lot in common. Yeah, they really go hard with Dare. And Assembly's literally dedicated to don't do NSFW stuff and don't do drugs and don't drink. Oh. Link's orders, if you are reading this, leave the good hermit alone.
You are a difficult man to find.
I'm not leaving him alone.
Hemminger Jarl is dead. I was told you are a master craftsman.
They really try to scare you. Huh. I don't think that there is that much of that here.
Hemminger Jarl possessed a steady hand and steady heart. Do you possess the same?
Watch, this turns into a boss battle with him now, too. The last boss was lightning, now he's gonna be like fire or something. Just gets up and starts fighting me. The heck? I despawned. Stack the stones to reach the required height. I didn't realize I was playing beast games. Ooh, what a fun new game mode they added into Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Hold validate. Ooh, I'm so good at video games.
Your heart is not yet steady.
Oh, fuck you.
How could it be at such a time?
Hemminger Jarl's heart never wavered.
Who are you to Hemming?
Who are you? A friend of Hemminger's? Or a man exiled by his order?
It does not matter who I was. I am nameless now. I am no one.
You have not yet answered me. Will you help me with my etching?
How will you remember him?
I don't know, here. With his wisdom.
By his wisdom, always an inspiration.
The web of Weirth, then. 9 lines that write our fates. Past, present, and future entwined. Is this what you desire?
Yeah, which of the Triforce pieces do I want? No, I need to reconsider. How am I going to remember him? Triforce of power, Triforce of wisdom, or Triforce of courage?
By his determination to keep his clan safe and his people celebrated.
The mark of vague Visir. Sights never lost. Is this your decision?
No.
I still need to consider.
By his strength.
By his unrivaled prowess on the battlefield.
Ah, Gungnir then. Odin's faultless spear. A symbol of power. Is this your choice?
No.
To consider.
Let's go Triforce of wisdom, how about?
Wisdom, always an inspiration.
The web of... Is this what...
Yeah.
Yes, I choose this one.
I will begin.
How did you come to be here?
Fate. I was given a death sentence. Unfairly, I felt. But a man was killed. Hemminger Jarl desired for me to live. The villagers did not. My sight and exile. That was our compromise.
Thank you for this.
His son will take his place.
That is for Billy to decide.
Lily has no say. Fate has already decided.
The Alding is tomorrow, and a Jarl must be chosen.
Core challenge completed.
To speak as
Tab, see
about
challenges. No thanks. New quest, Under the Skin. Quest complete, Adorning the Adorned. You'd think that it would say quest complete first, and then the new quest unlock there. Literally find people arrested as a child and being like, don't be like this person, even though a lot of teens have naturally broken said laws. In fact, studies on DARE, is that just what it's called? Have literally showed it makes children more likely to take drugs and such. Oh. Here. Was I going somewhere? I think I just got the auto loot thing. What the heck is this? Ignore hit interruptions while performing your next offhand parry or special attack. Since I have like the heavy two-handing, if I go back to just one-handed on it, or like my other slot open, would it count as one-handing with my offhand free? Within seconds of an ability ending and with your offhand free, using another ability from the opposite wheel will not cost any adrenaline. That could be really good, actually. Also, speaking of really good, I could also just go for adrenaline notches rather than skills at this point. Is what I could well do. I saw that one on the left. How many adrenaline notches even are there around here? Because it doesn't feel like there's a massive ton. None on these little sub-charts. The one that I missed here is like that one. Is there any other ones? Is that it? Can you only go up to 4 adrenaline notches in this game? What's this little health plus thing? Killing an enemy restores some health if you are at low health and have no rations. Yeah, that's not going to be the case very often here. Maybe I go grab this first and foremost. Is maybe what I do. There's no real point to me doing that. Here. Go this way, I guess. But yeah, Drug Boost Resistance Education DARE. Oh, okay. So that's an acronym there. Gotcha. Part of America's War on Drugs. Ah. That be what it be. Yeah, it's the first I've heard of DARE. Here, let's go this way. Guess I wouldn't hear about these things by growing up in Canada land here. Though, as an American citizen, I think I've mentioned before that in terms of taxes for my US income that Twitch and YouTube counts as, can I jump here? Oh, okay, there's a thing. I thought that when we had our taxes done each year that counted my US stuff, and it didn't. So, earlier this year, I had to figure out my US tax stuff for 2024, and since it was my first time filling out, the IRS was like, hey, we need documents proving you are who you say you are. And so, a few days ago, I had to go onto a video call with someone and show, like, my passport, my social security number. It's social security for, the US and social insurance for Canada, right? Or am I getting those two mixed up? I don't know. I have one of each thing, Bob, there. And I show my ID. And the person on the other side there was complimenting the quality of my camera, saying that, people don't really have that quality of cameras when they're showing their IDs and stuff like that there. So I thought that was kind of funny. And now hopefully my tax information gets sorted out and then maybe I get a decent tax return of 469 USD for my 2024 period. We'll see. That'd be kind of cool there. Hello, Steelers. Doing alrighty. I'm making some progress here. I'm trying to get through this one last story before Fragapalooza this weekend where I'll play through the first DLC. Was originally made and largely supported by billionaires for billionaires to get kids to tattletale on their parents and incriminate their own parents. Sounds like an America thing. Yep, I sure did. It was the first thing I did, so that was a little while ago now.
Some questions were answered. Others, I must answer myself.
What was that gift that I had to inspect that you brought along?
Do you think there's a place for Billy in our settlement? He expressed a desire to live and work with us.
Will he not be Jarl of this Shire before the day's end?
That remains to be seen. Some are more eager to see Tryggvi in the high seat.
Eivor, Tryggvi has no intention to lead. He feels duty-bound to follow his master into death.
Absolutely not. My father would never allow such foolishness.
How else can I honor my Jarl, old as I am? This is no country for me. The future is yours, Vili.
The flames of this pyre will burn for my father. You must live. I forbid you to follow him into death. I will not let you sacrifice yourself.
Do you forbid me as a friend, Vili? Or as our new Jarl?
As a man who would see you come to your senses.
Vili. Tryggvi. Each man wears one of Hemminger's boots, with both men unwilling to seize the other.
Does the world need such useless, dithering men? Why not stake a claim yourself? Take this Shire for your own.
It is not my place.
Your place is anywhere you lay your head, any hill you summit, any silver you take for your own. Do not limit yourself to niceties.
Nottinghamshire deserves a leader to admire, a man the people can trust. Most love Billy, and he loves them, but he lacks the will to be leader. He could learn, but does he wish to? And Tryggvi, sturdy and wise and loyal to the legacy Hemminger Jarl left behind, almost to a fault. But he is old, and his thrill for living has fled him. Hardly inspiring.
You cannot! I will not allow it!
I am not asking for your permission. Only your forgiveness.
Gods, Eivor, put a stop to this fool's death wish.
This isn't the decision that leads into who's going to be leader, is it? Because that's kind of what it implied with that whole Odin conversation. Realistically, I would be like, hey, no, you shouldn't do that there. I mean, realistically, you're going to die one day anyway, and then you'll join your master and friend there one day anyway. So, I mean, what's the rush? And then that's, like, all eternal. You're dead forever. So, like, why rush it if you only have so much time living? But, like, the game kind of framed it like this is the choice of who's going to be leader here. So, bye.
Tryggvi has no Jarl to serve, Vili. He's free to set his own course to the ocean's edge, to trade this world for the next. As are you, Vili. Our lives belong to us.
Thank you. Thank you, Eivor.
What's with the frame rate
Do
dipping?
not misplace your anger on friends who speak what they believe is truth.
Do as you must, Tryggvi. I will miss you, old friend.
And I you, my boy. I must prepare myself for the flames, body and spirit.